quiz 2, which is for chapter 3. All right, for chapter learn is a mean, median, which is the measure of center, and learn standard variance. Those are the most important thing of variation, and the third section of chapter 3 is the relative standing and box B. Okay, so now we're gonna put this as practice. Once you know how to do, should be okay for the quiz. Now there's only one question, but several little things. Just below a maximum speed kilometers per hour of a selected roller coaster. So there are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, n equals 7. This is data. All right, now you look for your mean, median, mode, variance, deviation, summary, and identify the outliers, and construct a box plot. Okay, so we just do this step by step. Again, I always prefer to sort the data, and because we need to construct the table for standard deviation, so I put them, I sort and put them in the column. So those value, and I look at the minimum number is 57, and then 76, and then 79, okay, and then 81, and 80, okay, and 81, 105 and 151. So 105 and 1. So okay. All right. So that's my x. After that, in order to get the mean, let me just make it a little bit bigger. All right. In order to get the mean, I need to add them up. So sum of x equals. Now you will need to use calculator. Of course, if you like, you can do this by hand. 57 plus 76 plus 79. All right, now you might want to take out your calculator to check your answer with mine. Make sure that you get it. The answer here, the sum is a 630. So the mean x bar will be 630 divided by 7, and that will be 90. All right, so for A, the answer, I ask you to write the right notation for that too. Not only just give me the answer 90, but I also want to see x bar equals 90. All right, and then what about a median? Median for 7 numbers, so 7 plus 1 over 2, that will be 4. So the fourth number is your median. So your median will be the fourth number, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 81. So median is 81. All right, I'm going to use my other color to circle my answer to make it a little easier for you to see. All right. Okay. Now, C, mode. Mode is the most frequently occurring number. See, that's 81. So mode is also 81. So far, we did the first 3, and that's the measure of the center. And then we do variance and the standard deviation. Of course, we can just do it here, x minus x bar, and here is x bar square. And I'm going to use the x value, which is a 57, minus the mean. Mean is 90. So 57, I write it here just to help you a little bit, but you don't have to. When you work on the quiz, you don't have to give me the answer. You don't have to write the step, but you have to give me the answer. I'm sorry. Okay, so that will be negative 33. Okay. And then 76, the next one is 76 minus 90. Okay, that will be negative 14. 79 minus 90. Then I'm getting lazy. I just don't want to write that again. So I do 79 minus 90. I get a negative 11, and then negative 9. All right, 105 minus that is 15, and 151 minus 90 will be 61. If you want to check you get this correct, you just add them up. The sum should be 0. If it's not a 0, then do it again. All right, now Do you remember that when I teach this, I said you don't have to finish the second column then go to the third one. You can just finish this number and come to here right away because it's much easier. Once you have a negative 33, you just square it right away. So negative 33 square becomes a positive, negative becomes positive. 33 square is 1089. And then 14 square is 196. Okay, 11 square is 121. 9 square is 81 and 81. If you don't know this by heart, because I know this by heart, I don't need a calculator, but if you don't know this by heart, don't worry, you have plenty time in the quiz. You just use calculator. You're more than welcome to check your answer with your calculator, okay? So this is 225 and a 61 is a 3721. All right, so I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got a 7 numbers. The next part is we need to add them up together. Okay, so now you can use calculator, and I don't want to repeat this. I don't want to pull out my calculator. I just put down the number that I already know, so it's a 5514. All right, the sum of the square 5514. So do you remember what is the variance? As a square, and the equation or the formula is this, right? X minus x bar squared and then add up over n minus 1. So in our case, the top is a 5514 and the denominator n is a 7, so it will be 7 minus 1, which is a 6. Okay, so 5514, hold down here. So I'm going to use 5514 divided by 6. That's my variance. So that's 919. Okay, once you have the variance, then the standard deviation is just the square root of it. So it's 919. And then in your calculator, if you have this 919, did you see here that's the square root? You click that, and then that gives you the square root. You just hit equal. So the answer will be 30.3. Okay, that's your standard deviation. So not too bad, right? Okay, so we're done with the variance and the standard deviation. The next one will be the 5-number summary, which is what we just did at the end. So we got to do that. So 5-number summary, let me just put those numbers here. 57, 76, 79, 81, 81, 105, and 151. Okay, so I don't need this paper anymore, and then we're going to do it here. And do you remember what is the 5-number summary? Minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, maximum. So that is my minimum, and this is my maximum. And for 7 numbers, and here is my Q2. Q2 is always the same as the median. And then we are looking for P25. That is our Q1, right? So how do you find that? The locator will be 25 times 7, because there are 7 numbers, over 100. So 25 times 7 is 175. So it's going to be 1.75. Remember, if it's not an integer, always round up. So the second number is your Q1. Okay, and we also look for 75th percentile, which is my Q3. So the locator will be 75 times 7 over 100, and that answer is 5.25. Again, I round up to the 6th. So this is my 6th number, and that is my Q3. So first of all, I get the 5-number summary. 5-number summary is minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, maximum. So that is my 5-number summary. Okay. And the last one is, the next step is a box plot. In order to get a box plot, I need to get an IQR. So IQR, that is Q3 minus Q1, which is 105, minus 76. So the answer is 29. Once I get IQR, I can calculate the boundaries, right? Which is Q1 minus 1.5 IQR and Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. All right, so that is Q1 is 76 minus 1.5 times 29. Okay, and this Q3, which is 105 plus 1.5 times 29. And then we're going to use a calculator to find it. I do 1.5 times 29, which is a 43.5. So 76 minus that, I got a 32.5. And the other one, 1.5 times 29 plus 105. So I get a 148.5. I have the lower boundary, I have the upper boundary. Now, I don't have enough space to show you. Remember this, okay? 32.5, 148.5. Do we have any outliers? See, the minimum 57, which is above the lower boundary. So on the left side, there's no outlier. But the upper side, 148.5, we have a really high value here. It's greater than that. So there is one outlier, which is 151. All right, now let me just go ahead and finish the box plot. Oh, this is my answer. You have to give me that answer, okay? And then the box plot. Always construct the number line, and that covers from the minimum to maximum from C57 to 151. So I'm going to put a 50 and maybe here 60, 70, 80. Just make it a pretty, okay, 100, 10, 120, 130, 140, 150, and 160. I need to get 3 bars. I got 3 bars for Q1, Q2, Q3. So 76, 81, 105. All right, now 76 is slightly to the right of the middle. Now you see why I prefer to write a number on top, right? Okay, now Q2 is 81, so that is 81. See, I write 81. And the Q3 is 105, so that's fairly okay. That is 105. It's right in the middle between 100 and 110. Then I got this box, okay? And the lower value, the lowest one so far we have is 57, which is right here. And then I connect, and I write 57. Okay, so that shows you this whisker. And the right side, I have a 151, which is an outlier. So 151, I put a star. I put a 151. All right, now after 151, my next one is the same as this Q3. So I should have a point here and connected to this line. Well, this is interesting, which is almost the same as our example. There's no right whisker. So far, this is the box plot. So now you see why I prefer you to write the number on top of the bars. It shows like exactly what value is that, because sometimes you might not want to find exact position. And just by very little bit, I won't count it wrong if you have the number right on top. Okay, so this is the box plot. Now, as a quick review of this chapter 3, if you know how to calculate a mean, median, mode, if you know how to get a variance and a standard deviation for sample data, of course for population, there's another formula. The denominator is not n, it's capital N. It's not a letter n minus 1, it's a capital letter N. And standard deviation and variance. And then you find the 5-number summary in terms of the relative standing and position, and also identify outlier, and also to draw the box plot. If you know this, you're very, very good for chapter 3, and you're ready for the quiz. Good luck.